Okay. Well, again, thank you very much for joining with us today. And well, it seems like most of you can hear me fine, so I will get started now. Well, as we have informed you that today we will give you a introduction of our hotel solution. For quite some time we've been wanting to get into the hotel market because for us it's a very potential business and it's a very potential business, and it seems to uh, and it seems quite quite profitable. And uh, I think we can all I think we can all believe we all agree with that. But the reason why we call up this meeting today is that we have started uh, finding the technical solution for our hotel uh, business here. So we'd like to like that every one of you will know about it. And well, as you probably know, hotel is a relatively closed business. It's not open for everyone. So you may have connection in this area, or if you have possibility in getting to a hotel. Of course, we have our hotel solution, so you won't have any problem promoting our product to your hotel client. Okay, so well, enough with the background. We will be starting with the webinar now. Okay. Well, as you can see here, we provide in total two solutions. The one is, our PBX telephone system, and we're working with PMS. And the other one is my PBX with our hotel system without any of other third-party software. Okay. Well, so we will first get into the first one. So the first one is PMS with a integration. It was a integration software, my PBX plus our Yeastar telephone system. So I have mentioned PMS for quite some time. Well, I think I need to explain you a little bit about this PMS. So this is a there's a lot of information here. I think you only have to read the highlighted part. So PMS, that's Property Management System, also known as PMS or Hotel Operating System. So basically, they are computerized system with that facilitate management of properties through a single piece of software. So basically, that's a software, a technical approach to realize a unified management of a pretty complicated system or pretty big organization. So this is basically what PMS do here. Hotel use a lot of PMS. This is basically how a hotel would use their PMS, as you can see here. That's quite complicated. This is a quite complicated. This is a quite complicated graphic, but well, actually, it's somewhat. We have simplified this system to show you already. So a real hotel system is really very complicated, and this is exactly why they use a software to realize a unified management. So as you can see here, they have several departments here: the restaurant, the healthcare club, rooms, marketing, financial, reception. Everything is here. So I'll give you one example of how PMS is used. So one example is that you may have you can maybe you have order a room service in your room. So once this information is being has been sent to a reception, they will put your order in your bill, and will at the same time this order will get into financial directly, and then the kitchen will also receive this order, so they will prepare your food for you. And once they are done, they will print out the bill, and at the same time the service department would know that your order is ready, so they will get to go to the kitchen and deliver this service for you. So as you can see here, everything here is all the data, all the informations, exchange of information is automatically realized by the system. It's instead of a traditional hotel. You call the reception, and reception will call the kitchen, and once the order is done, the kitchen will call the reception one more time. It will have someone to pick up the food and deliver it to your restaurant. So everything is realized by people. A lot of things can be done wrong during this process. So maybe you will receive a very cold piece of steak, or you will have a very warm cup of drink. So you may not like that. That's bad service for hotel. So with a automatic system that realize all the exchange of the information in automatic ways, this can surely help the hotel to improve their service. And this is exactly what most of the modern hotel do. So I think with this example, you kind of get the gist of how this PMS work for you. And now we're going to talk a little bit about our hotel system. So that's really nothing special here. We have a topological graphic here for you to see. You guys know our product pretty well. You know how everything works. This is a very, very standard hotel system, and most of the hotel would use our telephone system exactly like this. So as you know, most of the hotels have their own internet system. It would at least have Wi-Fi in their hotel. So they just use the internet system to create to build up their own telephone system. As you can see here, everything is quite possible. They may have a wireless router in every level, or they may have 3 or up to 4 wireless router in every level. They can use all the facilities to build up their internet connection. And with this, with our NeoGate TA, they can have all the analog phones in every room. So most of hotels use analog phones. We will be talking about that a little bit later. So actually, we are talking here. We have talked about the PMS. I think you know what do they do, and you guys are pretty familiar with the telephone system that we already have, the MyPBX plus our TA series, to realize huge amount of connection with analog terminals. But what do telephone system do with PMS? Here is a picture to show you that. As you know, PMS is a whole software, is a programming system, and we have our telephone system here. They are not linkable. They cannot interact with each other. But luckily, we have softwares that can realize this kind of connection. Actually, they are specialized in realize this kind of connection. We have done integrations with 2 of this kind of software. One is CHAR, as you can see here, CHAR. The other one is EasyLink. They are both specialists in this area. They have very mature product to realize interconnection. They create interfaces to realize interconnection between PMS and other system. So we work with them. We have official cooperation with them, and we happily have solved all the technical problems, and now we can have our telephone system work perfectly fine with PMS. So what do telephone systems do here? As you can see here, well, actually very simple. Five biggest things to do here. The first one is wake up calls. A lot of visitors to hotel who's on a business trip would require wake up calls. These wake up calls are realized automatically by the telephone system, but what they do here is that they require the reception to give them wake up calls. So the reception will put in all the data. When will the wake up? When do they need to get up in the PMS system, and the PMS system will notify our telephone system. So when the time arrives, a wake up call will directly be made to the extension installed in this client's room, and the phone will be ringing, and the phone will ring until he gets up, and once he get up, he hang up the phone, and then the wake up call is done. So this is the first thing. The second thing would be check in and check out. This is easy to understand. Once the customer is checked in, the extension in that room will be automatically enabled. Once he check out, the room will be automatically disabled, so no one can use the phone in the room. And here we have minibar. So well, in some hotel, they realize the management of minibar through their telephone system. That means if someone has consumed something in the minibar, someone would have the telephone dialed, and the system would automatically know about this, and their consume will be added automatically to their bill. And of course, room service will be basically the same thing. Just minibar would be found in the room, and with room service we just call up the server here. So basically, this is what how our telephone system will work with PMS to realize connection and to offer service to their client. So here is the product that people will use for their telephone system. Here we have all the IPv6 here. The thing is, most of the hotels who use PMS are large hotels, or big hotels, like the hotels you probably everyone knows, like Hilton, like maybe Holiday Inn or Intercontinental. So hotels like that would certainly prefer a bigger system, and so they will use a PMS because they have a big system and it's complicated, and they have a very high requirement on services. So they will certainly, and they of course they can afford a very expensive big hotel system, so they will use a PMS. And of course, they would certainly prefer a bigger, more capable telephone system. So U series is highly recommended. And we have recommended analog gateways, our TA series, for hotel solution, because most of hotels will use analog phones in their rooms because they can easily have 200, 300 telephones in their hotel. And if they use all IP phones, there will be a huge cost. So, well, they would use most of them. For most of them, they will use analog phones, and this is the reason why we recommend our analog gateways. expand the analog interfaces. Well, you are pretty familiar with that. You can set your analog gateways on in every level or in every level of the hotel. You can also set all of your gateways, all of the equipment in the server room, so everything will be more organized. So for the reason why we set it here is that for a lot of hotels, most of hotels, especially in Europe, have a quite long history. So they already have a existent system in their hotel. So they would try to avoid any big work, huge work to interrupt their business. That will interrupt their business, and they will require a very minimum change to their current system, so that they can upgrade their whole system, and they don't have to affect their business. So the reason why we put it here is that, to emphasize, I think even though most of you know that, is that we provide RJ11 ports together with RJ21 ports with our analog gateway. So while you are cabling the system, you will have a maximum flexibility to create your own system, because you can either choose the RJ11 ports in the front panel, or you can choose the RJ21 ports in the back panel to realize the cabling. So you can set it either in every level or in the server room. So that can be very they can help you a lot when you are cabling a system in a hotel. Okay, here are some of those basic informations. You guys are pretty familiar with that. If you don't, we will surely offer this information after this presentation. So you will have a closer view to it. That won't be a problem. Okay, here we show you the hotel phones. This is also a very important topic. With hotel phones, we have two kinds of hotel phone listed here. Even though nowadays there are a lot of providers, this is also a growing business, quite competition. So they have promote a lot of new fancy equipments, but basically they are analog phones, or either analog phones or IP phones with fancy names, fancy outlooks. They use different try to create something new to get your attention, but they are basically analog phones or IP phones. So analog phones are mostly used in standard rooms, and for critical spot like reception or office, or some higher class rooms like maybe presidential suite, they would use a higher class IP phone in it. So we can support analog phones together with IP phones without any problem. And this is actually what I show you here is a BTL phone. This is a Chinese provider of hotel phones. They specialize this in for quite some years. Maybe you know them, but we do not only support the BTL phone. And here we support most of the commonly seen hotel phones that you will find in the market. Here we have a few examples: Mitel, Cetix, VTech, NEC, and beside those we have Alcatel, Avaya, Intercord, Siemens, TCL, Philips, Panasonic. They are all long-time player in hotel phone business, and we support their models, their products, so that basically, if your client is looking for a solution, we won't have any problem with the integration of hotel phones. So as I have mentioned, PMS is a pretty big business. There are a lot of PMS in the market. So with Char and Link, we can support over 100 PMS you will find in the market. Yeah, but they are basically we realize that there are a lot more. So if you have clients a uh, who require a special kind of PMS that we do not currently support, that's totally okay. You can always tell us. Well, as I have introduced, we have already overcome the technical obstacle to integrate PMS with our system. So we can do this. We can do those PMS. We can surely work with other PMS. They are basically the same thing. So you just tell us, and we will surely help you with your work here. Okay. Now we will be talking about the other solution. That's a pure Yeastar solution, MyPBX, hotel add-on. I think you know that, a gateway, our analog gateway, together with hotel phones. So as I have mentioned, most of big hotels would prefer using a professional PMS because they have big system. They need that. But for smaller hotels, that's also very common in a lot of areas. Smaller hotels with less than 100 rooms, so maybe a bed and breakfast or other kinds of hotels, motels, things like that. For smaller hotels, they won't be using a PMS because that's not necessary, and a professional PMS is quite expensive. They can't afford that, and they don't have to. So, for those users, they would certainly prefer a more economic yet functional, so enough for them to use, a solution that's enough for them to use. So here we give you the other solution, the MyPBX, with our own software, hotel add-on. So with the hotel add-on, you can understand it as a simplified PMS. You can surely understand it as a simplified PMS that's specially designed for smaller hotel owners, and that's easy to use, as I have said, and it's powerful. Of course, it should be powerful enough with enough functions for them to run a hotel. And of course, they have to consider that smaller hotels wouldn't want to invest as much as bigger hotels in this aspect, so they have to be affordable. Okay. These are most of the functions that can be realized by the hotel system. I will explain it to you little by little. This is the hotel add-on. I think some of you may have seen it. It's also based on web browsers, of course, based on our web GUI. You can always open a web GUI and log into the hotel add-on. We use a traditional Yeastar design. We have all the functions listed in the left side, all the detailed information listed in the middle. So everything is well organized. You will see them from time to time, and we have all the functions listed in a pretty logical order, so you can find everything easily. Okay, I will go through with this hotel add-on a little bit. So first thing you do when you go on a trip is to make a reservation in hotel. For most of you, I believe. So if someone called to your hotel to make a reservation, you can simply click the booking list in the hotel add-ons, and then you will see this list. You put in all the required informations, or partly of them, and the name, the check-in date, the planned check-out date, and everything. You put the informations in, and you can have you can have this booking information registered in the system. And if the client leave you with the mobile number and or the email address, this will, and all those informations will be automatically registered to the system, and including the name and the certification, their identification. So next time if they call up or if they contact you, their information will be shown automatically in the system, and you can keep their personal information for your commercial promotion if you like to. And we also offer a little search engine, so you can put in the name, the information of each reservation to find out each of the reservation here. Okay, so once they have arrived, you can simply click the check in button in the booking list, and you will have the client check in very easily. And if not, they will the same window will pop up with the same information required. You can also check if the clients haven't made a reservation, you can check in directly here. That's not a problem. So as you can see here, this is the room, this is the booking list. All the booking information is here. All the available room is here, so you can simply choose a room to book it or to check in or check out. It's very easy to control. Here we have a customer list. All the customers in the room will be shown in this list, including the name, the gender, their certification, and including and other personal information will also show. Will also be shown, so that's easy for it will be easier for the manager to find out each of their customer. Okay. Well, here we have the room management. So once you are if you are creating a new system, you will have to put in all the room service in the system. This is how you do it. As you can see here, the models management is is the most important part. You will have several kinds of hotel rooms in your hotel, and you can manage the name of the model. As you can see here, the name of the model, the price, and the VAT is also listed here. You can also set the VAT according to the local law, and the price here is also customizable here. So I will show you how you can customize your own model. So here we have a room model, the single room. You can set the VAT here, and you can choose to enable it as an hourly room. So once it was chosen and the available time is chosen, that means if someone come to our hotel and require an hourly room during the available hour, this room will be shown in the room list as available rooms. Otherwise, even the room is free, is empty, you cannot assign this room as hourly room. If you are, for example, for those higher class rooms like maybe honeymoon suite or presidential suite, you may not want to rent that out as an hourly room. So you don't check the enable hourly room here, and for other rooms, you may want to enable them as hourly rooms. And well, you can set an initial time here. So initial time, initial price, and hourly price here. So for example, if here you set 2, that means 2 here, that means the first 2 hours that will be counted as initial time and will be charged with the initial price you set here. And well, for every hour surpassed the 2 hours will be charged by the hourly price here. And here we have weekday here we have weekday configurations. So you can define weekdays and weekends that don't have to be normal configuration like this. You can define any of the days, any of the special days, any of the days as weekend. So you can charge them in different prices at different times. So that means this kind of room may be charged one price during weekdays and the other price during weekend and also in holidays. They are all customizable, so you can realize all the configuration one time, and you don't have to change prices every time here. Okay, minibar. So with minibar, you basically assign each item in the minibar with a key in the phone. So when the customer check out, basically you will send a janitor in the room to clean the room, and the janitor will check the minibar to see if they have consumed anything in the minibar, and if they find out something, they can directly dial the assigned key in the minibar, in the phone, and the reception will know about the consumption, and this item will be added directly to their bill. As you can see here, you can also set the VAT here. We support up to 100 items in minibar. That's more than enough. Okay, we have wake up calls also. This is very important. This is also very important issue here. So basically, you put in the room name, you set up the wake up call, and if the customer require that for every day during their staying, they need a wake up call, and you can set up everyday type. Or if they only require it for a specific day, you can change this configuration here. And then we also support room group. That means you may have a group customers who may order 10 or 20 rooms. You can configure them into one group, and with wake up calls and all the other configurations, you can do them as a group. So you don't have to configure each room every time. You only do it once here as a group. Okay. So when you check out, when you click the checkout button in the room list, a bill will be automatically generated by the system, including including everything that they have buy and all the consumption in the room during their staying in the hotel. So you can check all the bills here. You will see each one of them. You can check one of them and download it. Or of course, you can delete it. This is the bill. As you can see here, you can customize the logo here. You can put in the logo in your system. So once the bill has been printed out, you will see the logo of the hotel, and the hotel name here. As you can see, they have that in Chinese, but actually it supports all the languages that is supported in MyPBX. So that's basically, I think that's enough for you. The number is generated in automatic ways also, and you can see here all the items are shown here. The regular consumptions, the consumptions in the minibar, including one here. You may understand that means a broken glass. So if they broke the glass in the restaurant or anywhere else, this cost will also be calculated in the bill. And if the customer gave you his email when they check in, this bill will also be sent to their email address. So they will also receive this bill in electronic version, and of course you can print print this bills with this button. You click it and it will be printed in automatic way. So they will have the hard version. Okay. That's basically everything that we have to introduce to you. Thank you very much for your participation. So if there is anything you'd like to know, please ask us in the chatting panel. My colleague is here. We will do all we can to help you with your question. Okay, thank you very much.